Hey guys, we are back. Sven and Jimmy Teeth here. And the task at hand is we have to escort Lamashtu down into Nernderal to confront her shadow. Ooh. Now if you don't remember, the start of this mod quest, we had to escape a crazy ghost lady. That is actually Lamashtu's other half. Isn't that something? Now, she wasn't very... Oh.
Lamashtu with us once more. I did not mention it earlier, but I have some good news. While you were away, I was able to locate replacement glasswork for the... I have already made the repairs. You should be able to make use of those workstations now. Also, regrowth in the glass garden has been coming along very well. I suspect it may even be ready for harvest.
Very good, very good.
Yes, the steam pipeline repaired. Conditions in the glass garden are very favorable for plant growth. Please let me know if you would like me to show you to the mage's study for the glass garden. Very good.
I'd like you to fuck off. Actually, let me buy some more food from you, motherfucker. Since y'all been starving me.
Here is what I have access to.
I'm a robot, I don't need food. I need food. Bread, butter, carrot, beef. More meat. More meat. Potato, apple. Very good.
I'll be here.
Let me just hit a bit of drink here. A little drinkity drink, a little bit of foodity food. So, for today, we're going to be eating cooked beef. Some bread, of course. What else? Feeling sated. Let's have a green apple as dessert. Very nice. And then 3 bottles of mead. Hell yeah, brother. If that ain't a beautiful breakfast, I don't know what is. So yeah, we're going down to Nernderal to confront her evil ghost, half, I guess, is how you describe her. This is probably gonna be the creepy part of the DLC, you know, the, exorcism, one might call it. And, yeah, we need to be ready for that. Oh yeah, you hear that. Hello. Lamashtu? Lamashtu, please, you gotta be here. Oh, here, hello. Hi. 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 How are you?
She knows something is wrong. We shall need to search her out.
Most definitely, most definitely. Let me turn on my little lantern so you guys can see properly. Of course, this motherfucker has to wake up.
This is on the surface. And this is not
On the surface simplicity.
Didn't even put up a proper fight.
Coward. So last night, I was supposed to meet up with some work friends. We had invited a bunch of people to go to this bar that we love. This bar is super duper cheap. I'm talking $2 shots, $4 pints. In this economy, that is crazy. Very nice. Goodbye. $2 shots, $4 pints. That is crazy in today's world, you know? It's all cash, of course. I don't know if they really do any taxes. Yeah, but it's a great bar, and me and my buddy who's going away back to Australia, we were gonna have a going away party for him. We invited a bunch of people, and they all confirmed, and then throughout the week, gradually, one by one, they all canceled, they flaked out, which is, you know, great. So when it came down to it, it was like gonna be 4 of us. And so I tell my buddy, look, it's gonna be 4 of us, still want to make it happen. And he says he's feeling sick. So it's like, okay, great. This is not happening at all. But one of the guys that confirmed he was coming and who loves this bar, doesn't want to miss a single opportunity to go there. He was like, listen, Jimmy Teeth. Of course, he called me Jimmy Teeth. He said, let's make it happen. Just you and me. And so we went, me and him. We drank a lot of cheap booze. Had some funny conversations. A lot of conversations about history, actually, because he loves history and I have an interest in it. I'm not as desperate to memorize facts and shit like he is. That was an interesting event. Anyway, yeah, so we just had a good time, and then as a nice little digestif to all the drinking, we smoked some weed and had some nice weed conversations, which, you know, are awesome. I love smoking weed and talking for hours with someone I like, you know what I mean? It's a great feeling. It, like, I don't know, it feels very valuable. Every conversation I ever had while high with someone I liked was a very valuable conversation. Ooh, the ceiling is not doing well. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ooh, that looks bad, sorry. Damn, bro, Lamashtu. Lamashtu badass. She got an arrow in her body. Owie. If you're wondering why Lamashtu's wearing this little red scarf, it's because we have to escort her through this whole thing. And of course, all the villains, all the enemies in this place look identical to her. So she's like, you know, please don't accidentally kill me. So she wore the red scarf. Makes sense? Makes sense. I'm assuming we have to go down there. Right? Yes. Ow. Direction of flow. Now, I remember there was a door in here that was locked. And whenever I got close to the door, I heard that, like, nuclear siren wail. The thing you hear when you hear the ghost lady. So, this makes a lot of sense. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm sorry, Lamashtu. Fuck, you got beat. Let's go, friends. Woo!
This isn't. The inoculatory lies just beyond. It has not been disturbed for centuries, perhaps millennia.
I don't like this at all.
Shadow is in here somewhere.
Let me drop a little save bomb. Sorry, guys. Not very immersive, I know. Find Shadow and Nernderal direction of flow. Search the animaculatory for Shadow. I don't know how to say that word. Animaculatory. It's all kind of like sarcophaguses. Creepy. Very creepy. I think things are gonna come out of there. Hopefully, my followers don't walk in that lava. There's a good chance they will, I think. Okay. Interesting. Hello. Yeah, so I had a great night last night. Long story short. I hear the creepy sounds, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. We need some... Oh! What do we got here? Yoink, yoink. Soul fragment. Black soul gem. Very nice. Black soul gem. Very nice. A ruby, I'll take it. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Fucking take a cog. Fuck it. In other news, I've been sick. I'm glad they give me lots of potions, though. Man, I don't know what you want from me, bruh. Okay. Oh.
Yes. Yes, ask your questions.
Why was your clan trying to gain metal bodies?
I was not the only one searching for immortality. We had a different method in mind, and perhaps a more pressing need. Mortal disease cannot be denied, no matter how much we may have wanted to. And yet, Cabrainak's genius in the construction of the brass god could not be ignored. Our gilded bodies are new medium in miniature.
Who's Kagranak?
He was the chief tonal architect. Do not ask me to explain what that means. I never understood it myself.
Ha.
We all heard the rumors, but Red Mountain is far distant from an earthly realm. If you are pondering the disappearance of the Dweller, I'm afraid I have no answers for you.
If you're a machine, why do you have a skeleton?
Being given a new alien machine body is not an easy thing. We are made of our own bones to ease the change. Those that came before, without gilded bones, did not survive the trauma. Also, I know you've met Amalgam. He discarded his bones, and his new warped body further warps his already damaged mind.
What is that wailing sound Shadow makes?
The process by which we were gilded was dangerous, involving great heat, molten metal and noxious vapors. The act was accompanied by a warning alarm. That is the sound my shadow makes. It is the last thing I heard before I died.
That's really creepy. You were with the Shadow in Mausoleum. In the Mausoleum, are you in contact? That's a good question.
She comes to me sometimes, but she cannot speak, and I doubt she understands me. It's as if she just wants to be near.
Okay.
That is all, then.
I literally don't know what to do here. I don't know if it's bugged. Oh! I see. We're gonna open this one. This one's not locked. Are you ready, friends?
There she is.
Ah! Ah! Motherfucker? Am I doing any kind of damage to her? She got a lot of health. Ah, here we go. Nice. Nice, okay. She's gonna probably appear soon. Is she in another sarcophagus now? Is that what's going on? Very creepy sounds going on right now. Oh, here she is. Motherfucker. Here we go again. Any more motherfuckers? Ah, here we go. Oh my god, she almost killed me. I just need to heal.
That's it. I have her. She,
What the hell?
it's been so long.
Are you okay? So she just absorbed the ghost.
Don't go. Don't leave.
Uh-oh.
Don't go out there. Stay here.
Oh, her head broke or something?
I am here. I am with you.
Oh god, this is like that Split movie. Am I speaking of both Lamashtu and Shadow?
No. Yes. I am. Unsure.
This is very bad
The
news.
spell caught her soul and drew it into me. She is in my crystalline heart now. Yes. I am in your heart.
Oh
I
god.
thought that she was the missing part of me, that she was what I was missing. But it was like looking at my reflection. We were the same all along. Both nothing but copies of the living Lamashtu. Both the same, but I have a body and a voice. She had nothing. Always the same, still the same. I had hoped it would help, that I would feel better. But now I realize, I too am a ghost. Let's return to the castle. You should be able to leave now.
Ooh, this door's open. Before we return, I hope Lamashtu's gonna be okay.
This is where I was reborn.
Oh wow.
Yes, I woke you on the slab. Yes, she woke me on the slab.
Uh-huh. Thank ya. Full Dwemer gear, it seems. I think I should just give it to Lydia so that,
I'm right behind you.
so that her gear is, complete. Fuck, I just told her to
I've
wait.
got your back.
Let's trade Lydia. Trade some
It would
things.
be my pleasure.
Really? It would be my pleasure. It would be
As you
my
command.
pleasure. Alright, now she looked badass. Badass as hell. She looked like the Dwemer. Grab a ruby there. All kinds of things here. Yoink, 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 yoink. I wonder if... Because these potions are probably thousands of years old. I wonder if they'd go bad. If it's a bad idea to drink healing potions this old. It probably would be. You wouldn't take expired medication. So I don't know why you'd drink an expired healing potion.
Before I became your housewife, I never realized being a bodyguard could also be so fascinating.
The loot, I will say one major criticism about this is the loot is very disappointing. I know they're giving us a player house, but like, come on, bro. Give me some like cool, like unique gear that you designed yourself, you know, like a brand new set of armor, maybe a new helmet, something. Fucking, I left a full set of dwarven gear and a couple of gems and a couple of potions. That's pretty lame, man. Pretty lame. Oh, hello. Shut the fuck up. Let's find that elevator. Get us to the top floor nice and quick. I believe it is this spot. Yes, it is. Here we go! Nya, 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 nya. How does one leave this place? Ow. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead to being back at Clockwork Castle. I don't think you guys need to see this again. So yeah, I'll see you in 2 seconds. Bye-bye.
Before you leave, I have a spell to teach you. If you are familiar, it is similar to mark and recall magic, though in combination. Casting it somewhere will mark the spot on which you stand, and transport you instantly to the travel machine here. You can then configure the travel machine to return you to the location marked by the spell. Please, hold still for a moment. There. It is done. Now, you can leave. I will not stop you. However, it is just Nahar and I here. We do not sleep, and we do not need all this space. You can stay if you wish. You can call Clockwork Castle home.
Aww.
You can stay.
You're so nice. Oh.
Yes,
I wonder if she's still insane. Can I ask Shadow something?
no. Yes. I am her, and she is me. I am unsure.
Why did you keep me from leaving Clockwork Castle?
And she is me. It is difficult to explain my thoughts from when. My thoughts as a shadow. I think perhaps there were no thoughts, only feelings. I was lonely. Death is eternal loneliness. I called out to you and kept you close because I was lonely. I think I did the same to that man.
Ludwig?
Ludwig.
Ooh.
Yes, Ludwig. Though with him, I don't think it was needed. And yet I couldn't speak. Not to him or to you. Not even to myself. I couldn't do it. If there is nothing else,
I'm sure we can make great art of our enemies.
Oh, very cool, very cool. There is one more piece left of the puzzle here, and it's to find out what happened to Ludwig. So we're gonna go find his journals. I'm gonna skip out the actual searching bits, but I'm gonna read all the journals all together for you, so that we can finally get a grasp of what happened to the prior owners of this castle. Alright, I'll see you in 2 seconds when I find Ludwig's journal part 2 and 3. Alright guys, I've managed to find the last two. Oh. Pale dress of angles and red dress of angles. Interesting. And a note? Note from Lahar. What's going on here? I made these for Lamashtu some time ago and just uncovered them. They resemble what she liked to wear long ago. The red one does at least. I don't recall why I made the pale one. Unfortunately, Lamashtu didn't like them, so I thought you might want them instead. They were made for women, for Lamashtu specifically, of course. If they don't fit you, perhaps you can give them to someone. Otherwise, we'll simply need to find something else to wear. Lahar. Aw. I'll take these dresses. I'll find a use for them. Although I have to say the Shadow Lady didn't look very good in her dress. Love the music box. Anyhow, anyway. Let us read our little books. We read Journal 1. I'm not going to put that through to put you guys through that again. You can definitely find it in a few episodes ago. But we will read 2 and 3. Journal of Ludwig Clodovig, Part 2. Now that father is gone, they pester me to expand the mausoleum in readiness for my eventual passing. Next in line to die. Fine, I shall order the excavation. It is like turning over a rock and finding the twisting tunnels of an ant nest exposed to the sky, and yet here the inhabitants did not scatter or erupt in a panic. They merely stood and stared with those red pinpricks for eyes. I should explain, in expanding the mausoleum, the workers broke through into an ancient catacombs of the Dwemer. They were beneath our feet, beneath the castle all this time. Perhaps it should not be too surprising. The Velothi tunnels are home to some Dwemer ruins also. It is all so strange, though. Where do I begin? I've read about Dwemer animunculi, all I could lay my hands on, as those were some of my favorites. But I have never seen any mention of what we found here. The workers called me down when they were about to breach the wall, and there we all stood, clustered around the hole. On the other side was our mirror image, a congregation of metalmen staring back at us with their glowing red eyes. I was afraid. We all were, but while the workers all fled the mausoleum, I remained frozen in place. Expecting your imminent death is a significant shock, but an even greater surprise awaited me. A metal woman came forward and spoke. She spoke to me. At first her words were unrecognizable. Was it the Dwemer language? Then she spoke in Cyrodiilic that was slow and halting. No harm, she said. I could manage no response. No harm, she said again, but this time to the metal men and women behind her. Now she stands here in the study with me, reading the books. I think she asked for them? I brought her here on the day of the breach, but I have forgotten what we spoke of. I said a lot in my panic, and she said very little. It all happened so quickly. Her brethren have all remained behind, down below, but she has not left the study. She is looking at me. Her name is Lamashtu. Her progress in learning Cyrodiilic is astonishing. She reads my books and listens to the conversations of the staff, and already I can converse with her easily. The servants are not glad to have this audience, though. That much is clear. They are plainly afraid of what we have uncovered, but it is just as plain to me that these metal men mean us well. No harm, as Lamashtu said. Lamashtu had promised to show me Neanderthal, for that is the name of the Dwemer catacombs beneath us. Actually, she has said that she will have her, I suppose, brother, Lahar, show it to me. I think she wants to stay in the study. She says that she and her metal brethren are called the Gilded, but I am as of yet unsure what they are. Exactly. Apparently they have always been beneath our feet and have never ventured out. They do resemble animunculi, that is all I can say. I realize more and more each day that the discovery of the Gilded is a monumental one, but Lamashtu has requested privacy. I am not sure of her reasons, but I can certainly think of my own. Dwemer animunculi are known to be generally hostile and quite dangerous. I dread the thought of what might happen if some kind of military attention fell on them. The staff may spread tales. How could I stop them? But I have heard that they speak of this discovery. I doubt anyone will believe the particulars of their tales. They'll be thought of just as that. Tales. The resources to be found in Neanderthal are beyond my ability to count or really value. In particular, that wonderful metal, that famous Dwemer metal that confounds all who try to unlock the secrets of its fabrication. I did put the questions to Lamashtu, but I am no smith or alchemist, is all she would say. She had answered many of my questions about the truly amazing machines down there, though. I can barely sleep. It feels like my mind is on fire of possibilities. Lahar is taking to his new job well, too. After showing me some of Neanderthal, he followed me back up to the castle. I did not mind even to begin with. He was almost as well-spoken as Lamashtu. I think she must have been teaching him, or perhaps he already knew. Much like Lamashtu had, Lahar began to follow the staff and observe their work to their visible chagrin. Before long, he expressed an interest in taking up the role of a caretaker of the castle. Already he is invaluable. He is careful, quick, and most remarkably, does not appear to need or want to sleep. My studies of Nerdural's machines consume my attention, as do my plans regarding what I learned from them. I look to Lamashtu as representative of that domain and of her kind. Besides Lahar, who is agreeable, if simple, she is the only one able, or perhaps willing, to speak with me. The others merely stare as I pass, and ignore my attempts at conversation. I asked her permission to salvage what scraps of metal could be found lying broken, and useless in the halls of Nerdural for use in my own works. However impassive her manner, she did agree. This is tremendously exciting. The metal can be melted down and reshaped as I desire, and there is so much of it to be had. I go to work. The mausoleum has become a thoroughfare. Metal warped scraps and whole pieces, both, is carted out of Nerdural and into the workroom by small groups of gilded. There's the casting molds await. Things are taking shape. That would explain all the Dwemer technology in this place. It's all very cool. It's really cool, man. The thought of putting yourself in Ludwig's shoes and discovering these people just living down in the earth. You know, these semi-people, these robot, like these cyborgs. These are what they are. They're cyborgs. Technologically enhanced people. It's very cool. Alright, let's read the third journal. Before I read the third journal, I just wanted to say, when I found this journal, a key fell out of the pages. And that key leads to a wardrobe inside this room. So, I believe the fourth journal, because it only says 3 out of 4. The fourth journal will be found in that wardrobe. Journal of Ludwig Clodovic, Part 3. The staff are all leaving. This has been building for some time. It's their fear of the gilded. More and more of their number are effectively taking up residence in the castle, as they help with my work. As with Lamashtu and Lahar, they also took to observing the staff in their daily tasks. Never speaking, just watching. I think it all became too much. Perhaps it's for the best. I am told that the company is not doing well. Less money is coming in. In truth, it is a relief. I never know what to say to them anyway. Even to Annalise. She was always kind to me. She actually asked me to leave as well. That's not something I could do, though, especially not now. I could have sworn that she looked disappointed. It would be nice to think of why that might be, but that can't be it. It must be my imagination. Still, it is sad to think that I will likely not see her again. In any case, Lamashtu was quick to point out that the staff are not even truly required any longer, not of her brethren being here and able to take up the work. Today I offered to pay them all a wage for this work, but Lamashtu declined, saying that all they needed was something to occupy them. Lahar echoed this sentiment. I suppose I will have to take them at their word. None of their brethren will speak to me after all. Behold the common tap or spigot, the pipes of cast metal to ferry the water, the appropriated Dwemer pump, and the steam to make it go. Steam under pressure, it makes it all go. Now I have water all at the turn of a tap. Heated water even. That Dwemer boiler was perfect for the task. That is so cool. I tried the taps earlier in the bathroom, if you guys can remember. Super cool stuff in Skyrim. Today I've heard that Clodovic Trading Company is no more. By accounts, it was in a slow decline since the Red Year and Mother's death, but now it has finally happened. We all have our shape of the remaining wealth, and it is not insubstantial. I do not have to worry for myself or my remaining family. Indeed, I have continued my jewelry business all this time, even overseeing some of the gilded and creating additional pieces. Some things need to be arranged, but overall this is nothing to fret over. Things here won't change. I can't abide first-time meetings. Can anyone? No one knows what to say to one another. Who are you, they would say. What is it that you do? By which, of course, they mean, please describe your quantifiable worth to society in short sentence. Father's beautiful glass garden perched atop the castle never did function as he wanted. It would never hold the warmth the plants needed. It all leached out into the frigid mountain air, and the plants froze and died. Now that I can tap into that seemingly endless supply of pressurized steam produced by some unknown means deep in the Nunderal, the glass garden is finally as warm and vaporous as I could ever want. An amazing discovery today, though I would not have known it if it not for Lamashtu. In excavating a new room for the cellar, the workers struck what appeared by its curve to be a great metal sphere. Dwemer metal, like everything down there, but unlike any other items of Dwemer manufacture I've ever yet seen. Lamashtu came to look at it, and it seems that she recognizes it. After some thought, she said that it had been called a machine for far walking without steps. A rough translation. I think I am simply calling it the travel machine for now, and that is apparently what it is for, teleporting one to a far away off location and back again. She speaks of it as if of a barely remembered thing from one's childhood, but Lamashtu tells me that the machine is like a crossroads, with paths striking out in many directions from it. At the end of each road is a terminus machine, and this is where one would appear upon entering the travel machine here. Similarly, entering a terminus machine would bring one back here. If I had asked for the workers to uncover the sphere in its entirety, this is very exciting. The travel machine is to be my own grand project. Quite early on, we found a kind of panel on its surface that could be removed. Behind it were etched a series of pictographs that Lamashtu aided me in deciphering. We have concluded that they give instructions in the assembly and operating of the machine. The work required is lengthy and arduous. It would be impossible were the gilded not here to help me. A large chamber to house it must be dug out and supported with stonework. The machine itself has been buried in the dirt for who knows how long. Excavation continues, but it is painstaking. After that, it must be raised up, righted, and supported in place. It must be cleaned thoroughly inside and out. Broken pieces must be recasted and replaced. It is to require an extraordinary amount of piping. There is a lot going unused in Nirnderal, but will it be enough? I expect this to take years, but it is the power of teleportation, and not just in the hands of powerful mages. It is hard to imagine what a boon it would have been to the Klodovik company had it not closed its doors. Work on the travel machine continues. In the meantime, I have been inspired by the idea of the travel machine to create my own structure that facilitates fast transportation of items across the castle. It relies on the principles of pneumatic pressure to propel itself through pipes that have been laid beneath the floor and behind the walls. My first practical test was a pipe that ran between a terminal in the kitchen and one in my bedroom. It worked much as expected, though the first attempts were messy. I shall expand the structure of pipes throughout the castle. It will be more disruptive than the gas lights were, as the pipes are much larger, but worth it in the end, I feel. A funny thing also, I have heard that rather than Klodovik Castle, people have come to call my home Clockwork Castle, for all the machinery here. It's a fitting name, I think. I like it. Damn, bro, this is a long journal, bro. Okay. I am frustrated by the interminable work required by the time machine. So much work and yet so little to occupy my time. I simply lack the strength of the gilded, and for now there is nothing I can help with. To alleviate my boredom, I recently began work on a method for controlling the machine. It is something I've given a lot of thought to. How to inform the machine of where I want to go. I am sculpting what will become a cast metal relief map of Skyrim. Only Skyrim, Lamashtu assures me that it could not take one anywhere else. Once cast, I will affix mechanical buttons to it in the places on the map that the machine can take me. It shall be beautiful. I certainly have the time to make it so. Today, one of the gilded workers struck me as we were working on the travel machine. He had been giving me odd looks all morning, so I had kept an eye on him in turn and saw the blow coming in time to mostly evade him. He still caught me on the arm and knocked me to the floor, raising a nasty bruise. He stood above me, silent all the while, and for a moment I feared for my life. Fortunately, I then heard Lahar rounding the corner and looked to him for help. But now it was Lahar looking at me oddly, sprawled on the floor as the workers had already turned back to his task as if nothing was amiss. Still, I had to tell Lahar what had happened. I hardly feel safe around the gilded these days. He said a soft something to the worker that I didn't catch, and my assailant left for Nirnderal without a word. Later to be replaced by a different gilded. Wow. I am thankful that the machine is nearly finished. Wow. So these are when the gilded started going crazy. It is like turning a musical instrument. Fine adjustments until the right tone is struck and the time travel stirs to life, as bright blue portals shining in its heart. This is how we found where the thing can take us. which terminus machines out there yet function. I was reluctant to go through the shimmering portal. How could we truly know where it led, or even if one would arrive with both life and limbs intact? What if an unfriendly person waited on the other side? Lahar did not seem to share my concerns, however, and strolled through the portal before I knew what he intended. He was gone so long that I thought him lost, and when he returned, he was caked in dirt, as if he had dug his way out of a grave. I saw the banners of Whiterun, he said to me. The caravans bring us mead from there. Wow. I marked down the tuning and we moved to the next. Lahar went fearlessly into the portal again and again, though now I made him cover his metal body with what clothes would fit. He would be a strange sight indeed to anyone that might see him otherwise. Today I took my first step outside Clockwork Castle in over a decade. Oh my god. How is it that so much time has passed? It was well outside the castle too. The travel machine works. I stood outside the Markarth Clockwork terminus for several minutes, watching the crowds across the river entering and leaving the city. So many people. And that was enough for me. I returned to make this entry. There were long years in which I thought this day would never come, but now it is here. The machine works. Now there is no more need for the caravans to make the trip through the lofty tunnels, delivering my supplies. Lahar said that he will do it instead using the travel machine. This morning, I awoke to find that all the gilded excepting Lamashtu and Lahar had left during the night. Lahar says they all had to return to Nurnral. To be honest, I'm relieved. I was beginning to feel like a prisoner in my own home. I dared not enter a room if one of the workers was in there doing their chores. I don't know how to properly describe it, but for some time now, they have exuded such a sense of menace that I feel in danger around them. Fortunately, Clockwork Castle has earned its name. With all the work I've done here, all the labor saving machines, the workers are no longer needed. Lahar is more than enough. After all, there is no great entourage here to feed and clothe. No mothers, fathers, children, and dogs. There is just me. Only me. That's really sad, fuck. So, yeah, we've got a key now. And let's discover what its use is. False panel, eh? Let's move this out of the way. Boop. Oh, wow. Wow. Aw, fuck. That is really... Alright, so,
All your speech about art and shadows, you hack and slash, just...
Shut up,
like any
guys.
normal-
Really funny. I read all the journals and went to find what was in the wardrobe, and it crashed. So, let me just briefly do all this and that. Okay.
Bladesman.
Let's open this, and hopefully we don't crash
Never be
again.
my equal in terms of finesse.
No, Janassa. I have no need to boast about finesse and art and whatnot. One way or another,
What are we
I get
doing?
the job done. Unlike some who have to compensate for their performance with bold words.
So there's Ludwig himself. It's really, really sad, man. I'll turn the light on for you guys. But yeah, that is really sad. Huh. What a painting. Let's read his last journal. An awful realization has been in my thoughts lately, or rather than a realization, a question. If I were to die, say of some accident in the workroom, how long would it be until I was found? The answer, I think, is that the longer I stay here out of the world, the more any knowledge of memories of me will fade from those out there, and the longer it would be until I was found, tending towards infinity. It's almost mathematical. It occurs to me that I am so accustomed to the useful machines in Clockwork Castle that I can scarcely imagine life without them. And yet, do devices like these exist anywhere else? They could improve the lives of others too, but would anyone accept them? What real use would these contraptions be? They would ask, or how could we possibly afford to build such extravagances? And yet I spend all my days in the workroom, crafting machines and objects of utility and beauty. Perhaps one day when I've done enough, when I'm finished, I can show it all to someone. I cannot remember the last time I actually spoke aloud. Once there was so much to say, so much to learn from Lamashtu, and so much to organize with Lahar. Now, though, everything is settled. Every moment runs into the next with the precision and predictability of a perfect machine. Every day is exactly the same. There is nothing more to say. When was the last time I spoke to someone from outside the castle? Someone not made of metal. It must have been around when the travel machine was completed. Has it really been so long? I don't know that I could raise my voice anymore, not even to save my life. I don't want it to be heard. They're warm to the touch, aren't they? Am I not warm? Lamashtu, Lahar, the ladies in the wall. The lady in the walls. They are all so cold. Clocks driven by soul gems. Oh, wow. Let's see. Holy shit. Wow, so this was 53, 54 a year later. And 6 years later, he says, clocks driven by soul gems, marking time for an eternity. Are they aware? What do they see with no eyes? What do they feel with no skin? 8 years later. Does the mind require other minds to inform its thoughts? Do they otherwise reflect back uselessly and endlessly unchanged? An echo chamber. But I say nothing. Could I still speak? I dare not speak. Oh my god. 15 years later. I do nothing but sit here in this chamber, the cobwebs growing about me and the dust staining my skin. I could not bear their eyes upon me, and the weight of the judgment behind those eyes would be too much as well. I think I shall simply stay here instead. There's a feeling rising in me that my time here is growing short. It is obvious to me that I should note down my last will, but then there is no one to give it all to, and I have nothing to offer in any case. Who would want what I have? I don't want to reflect on my life. It was no good. Really, it's no good. Surely, though, it was better than nothing. I'm sorry, Ludwig. That's really sad, man. Wow. Huh. Well, Ludwig, I'll remember you. Really sad, dude. I guess we're done with everything.
What
Yeah.
are you doing? What are you doing?
I found a corpse.
That must be Ludwig. He used to live here with us. I had not spoken to him for a long time. I suppose he must have died in there. I forgot about death. It was a long time ago for me.
You forgot.
I am nearly 4,000 years old. For me, time is difficult. Men and women are victims of time, whereas I turn for a moment to ponder, and when I turn back, you're all dead.
And Ludwig?
Towards the end, Ludwig shut himself away and would see no one. Items such as food and books were sent up using the pneumatic tube system. For a time, Lahar continued to deliver his food, and the food was eaten. I believe now that the vermin began to eat the food once Ludwig stopped.
Because you will never be my equal.
But now his body's still in there.
Taking is Lahar's sole interest.
To boast about finesse and
You should ask him.
one way or another, I get the job done. Unlike some who have to
Yes.
compensate for their performance with bold words.
Well, I need to speak to Lahar. You can't just leave his body like that. That'd be terrible, man. Wow, really sad twist right there. He died entirely alone. Really, really sad, man. Mr. Lahar, we need to settle something before we end the episode. You can find them, Mr. Lahar, Mr. Lahar. Would he be in here? Oh yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There's some work about the castle I'd like you to do.
Needs to be done.
Can you do something about Ludwig's body?
Ludwig is dead. That is a terrible shame. I shall remove his body and place it in the mausoleum. I shall also clean the area surrounding his body. It must be very dusty by now.
Oh yes.
Very well, I shall clear them away. Certainly. Of course. I hope I was some help.
You were a liar. You were a lot of help. And Lamashtu too. Well, I think the plan is we're gonna step through this door. We're gonna take the time travel machine back to the travel machine back to Skyrim. And who knows? We might return here. It's a cool concept, you know. I don't know if you guys ever played Fable 3, but there's kind of like a hub, kind of like this one, that you can return to at any moment, and you know, gather your things, store things, whatever. I think that it's the same thing in Dark Souls, actually. It's a very good concept. So we might return here. We have a spell now that we can just return here whenever we want. Honestly, it'd be pretty easy to just store shit here, you know? Because as a Dragonborn, you collect a lot of bullshit, I tell you what. Anyhow, let's be off. I think this was a fantastic DLC. I think the story was incredibly well written. I think the dialogue was super well written. The, you know, level design, the whole castle is immaculate. Fucking immaculate. Nerntheral is beautiful, insanely creepy and huge. The villains, the shadow, amygdala, whatever the fuck his name is, very creepy shit, very cool. Excellent. My few criticisms are that I found Nerntheral to be too empty. You know, having these gilded running around, it is an interesting thing to find out why they are what they are. But, I don't know, there's no one to talk to down there, there's no notes or anything, it's just like you're running around there for no reason, almost. And my second qualm is that there's no cool gear, you know? I mean, the castle is a gift as itself, a huge gift. But, you know, to reward the player for defeating Amygdala, or whatever the fuck his name is, defeating the Shadow Lady, you know, going to all these rooms and stuff, there should be some really cool, unique gear. You know, stuff from the Dwemmers, you know? I don't know why this mod doesn't have anything like that in it. But overall, I'd say this experience was fantastic. I'd give this mod I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for sure. Just off the writing alone. The writing was immaculate. Ludwig's journals were so fucking good. It's crazy. So now I'm going to press Whiterun. And we're going off. As we go through, I guess I shall end the episode here. This is Jimmy Teeth and Sven signing off. Hope you enjoyed the DLC. Next episode we'll be back in Skyrim doing Skyrim things, and there will be you know, we'll be back with those scenes I write. They'll be back once we're back into Sven's actual character story and whatever. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the DLC quest. Hope it wasn't too long. And see you on the next one. Bye bye.